Alright, so we're taking off where we left off last night. So we came out of that shaft right there above the ore bin. This is what it looks like in the daylight. One cool thing about this site is they got stacked rock everywhere. They got little trails, they stacked all these rocks. Looks pretty neat. This is a really large area that's got like dozens of adits. So there's the Noonday, the War Eagle, the Columbia, and others. And it's been historically explored by a lot of people. You can drive right up there for probably the last 30 years. And now all of a sudden it's fallen into private hands. And the guy that owns it now, I don't know what he actually owns. He maybe owns part of it or all of it. I don't know. There's no gates or anything in there. And he said he's sealed it all up, but that's just a lot of malarkey. Look at all the holes. There's holes in the holes. Like I say, it's not fenced off. There's no gates or any signs or anything like that. So he's making a big stink about people going up there. But it's really sad because this is one of the coolest places in California that we've saw to explore. And all these holes are actually hooked into the same complex. It's a huge complex that goes way back in there. So it was really interesting to see. Like I say, we didn't see any no trespassing signs. So, and he says that we get legal problems and the sheriff's after it, but just a lot of malarkey. We've never talked to any sheriff or anything like that. He's just, this guy was an ex-cop or something. He just likes to make a name for himself. Maybe he's trying to get a little publicity for his mine tours. I'm not really sure. But anyhow, this kind of highlights the problem we have in California. There's so many rules, and it's getting more and more difficult to get your way around there. And we have run into this problem over and over again. See, in the middle of that picture where the red was there, that's actually another party of people that were exploring the Columbia shaft on the day we were there. And they told us this was all public land. And also, we stopped in the Museum Shoshone, and they actually gave us directions to come out here and said, this is all BLM land. So, I don't know. Who knows who owns it? It's not really up to us to figure that out. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy that. This is the second of a series that we're doing in Tecopa. And like I say, we just go right up there, this side by side. There's no gates or anything like that going up there. And you can see there's no signs anywhere that we've ever seen. So, but I don't know what the situation is there now. This guy's got, a picture on Facebook saying that we went up there and trespassed and now it's all sealed off. But that, that's obviously impossible. There's dozens and dozens of holes there, and who knows what even owns there. So anyhow, so this is a fairly easy episode to get in. We didn't have to use any ropes, but we're going to continue going further and further into this complex, and it gets into some really tough to get at areas that we've had to rope to get into. So you'll enjoy that. Some of these parts are collapsed quite a bit. They say there's some volcanoes that caused some big collapses underground, and it kind of looks like it's in some of the other videos that we'll show you. So we're going to keep going down there. There's a really cool head frame, and there's a hoist there to bring the stuff up to the surface. The cable's gone off it, and the motor's gone. But this is, probably one of the more interesting places we've been in California. And like I say, fairly easy to get to. You can just drive right up there. I don't know, like I say, it might be gated off now. I don't know. So I'm not sure if we were there before he actually bought it or after. And like I say, I don't really know what part of it he owns. So if you want to try to keep people off your property, you need to put a fence around it and figure out where the boundaries are. I mean, don't travel around with a surveyor to try to figure out where your property lines are and who owns what. If we go somewhere and we see some mines, there's no signs and no fences, and we don't care who owns it. But we're not trespassing just because you're on private property. You're only trespassing if it's posted. So, all right. So like I say, there's dozens and dozens of adits here, and around the back side of the mountain, there's a huge tunnel that connects a whole bunch of them. It really is, a fascinating place to explore, and there's a big range in this complex from being quite easy just to walk in and to real tough and lots of cool artifacts. So I hope you enjoy this one. Most of it's probably mental. You don't like dark places that are wet and you're claustrophobic. You have a bunch of phobias and stuff. It's not going to be the place for you. This is the foundation where the motor was that ran the hoist. There's a little ladder here. We're going to try to check this one out and see if we can get, we're still, problem is we're above the hoist level now, but yeah, we'll have a look at this one anyhow. Looks kind of cute. Oh, this one's got more on it. So. Okay, well, we'll stick to the right. I don't know if we'll really get down the hall, main hall level too easily going this way, but we should have a look at this part anyhow. As you notice when we were flying the drone around, there's so many different entrances where it comes to the surface. So, yeah, you sure wouldn't have to worry about having an oxygen monitor in this mine, even though we got one, but piles of openings to the surface. Yeah, this looks like a pretty main hall level. What we got here? Oh, it looks like an ore pass going down. Yeah. These mines are pretty scary. I mean, this one here, very stable. You can drive right to it. So long as you just stay on the main hall levels, which there's lots of them, very low risk as far as I'm concerned. Probably the worst thing that happens is just being here longer than you were expecting. As long as you stay on one level. If you start going up and down different slopes, then you can get yourself into trouble. So we're on our way down the hoist level. Looks like it goes forever, but the light doesn't shine for that far. Another thing that's kind of interesting is you see the grooves in here, and these grooves were, the cables made those grooves just from wear going up and down. And then we looked at this setup here, and it looks like they had a train coming, a railway came right to here. So they probably didn't have a mill or nothing here. The ore just went right on out of here by rail. But this mine had many different owners and periods of operations. There's a lot of ore come out of here, so we're interested to get to the bottom and see what we can see. Alright, so we made our way down here, and this is where we left off yesterday. So we're at this level, and we haven't been below here, so we're going to continue on going down the shaft. Follow Sharon here, if we can keep up, and we'll see what other levels we got down here. This was a lead and silver mine. I haven't seen any galena here, but there's different formations that contain lead and silver. You know, lots of time we go into mines and we think, oh, there's lots of ore left that they could still mine, but I haven't seen any of that. I think they cleaned her up pretty good. There, we've reached a level here, so it's below where we were before. We're going to continue to the bottom, and then we'll explore the stopes on the way up is the plan. We've got lots of water and lots of batteries and lots of lights and everything. So that's the bottom of this. That's it. It ends right there. So this is the sump, I guess. Alright, so we got 2 levels to explore above us, so let's get at her. So we got fairly light rail for the skip, but quite wide, maybe, I don't know, 3 foot gauge, which is unusual. Usually with the bigger skips and they had higher rails. Alright, what do you think? You got some dynamite there? Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it?
Yeah, there's definitely 2 sticks of dynamite there.
3 or 2.5.
Sweet. Yeah, that's not unstable. I don't say crystallized or anything. Doesn't mean that you should touch it, but...
No, I'm not touching it.
Good eye. And that's as far as that's going to go. So, we're thinking this is probably the bottom level. Still don't understand why this incline shaft starts halfway up the mountain and it goes in. Why didn't they start and add it at the bottom of the mountain and just go straight in? Seemed to make more sense to me, but I didn't think it was very long to check out this level. So now we're going to go up to the hall level, which is probably going to be a lot more expensive that we haven't been to. Alright, so we'll see up at the next level. Not very far up here.
Picture of those really wide cracks.
I have to walk the plank a little here. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, the guy fell down here, only break one leg. Now, I guess it's Sharon's turn to walk the plank, part of a starter. Gonna walk the plank, Sharon?
Yikes.
Yikes. It just makes a little noise, that's all, it's fine. It's been tested with more weight than you can imagine.
It's been weakened.
Weakened.
Yes. Tested. Weakened.
Well, then I'd be really in trouble when I go back. It's probably going to break then. All right. Let's see how far we're going to get here. Looks good so far. A turtle shaft is a shaft that starts in a mine. And, yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. It's a shaft that starts in a mine, not outside. That's why we figured this was going to be pretty extensive, because we went down that incline internal shaft yesterday, and the ore kept going down, so we figured it probably came maybe to this level. Not really sure. Oh no, it turns to the left here. We're good. When you see this, it's you know all that material didn't fall off the back, otherwise it'd be way higher, so they just dumped it here. So it's just a little dead end branch, and they just filled that up. So it's not likely to go anywhere. So what else we see in here?
Chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco, you think that's might not, no, that's not very old, because look in the bottom, it's got a barcode.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't chew tobacco.
Yeah, when I take these rails out, you've got a sharp corner. Sometimes you just leave them because they're, first of all, they're hard to get out, and then what are you going to do with them? Can't really straighten them out. Yeah, see, there's another backfilled. Yeah. Tiny bit of ore there. It's funny, it's actually a little warmer down here than it is in the higher levels. When you first start going down there, it's very warm. Or very cool when you first start coming down. It kind of warms up a little. So this isn't blackfilled, I don't think. It's just spilled off the side of the stope. Or this ore pass. Not backfilled. Not intentionally, anyways. Okay, so we're back at the rail crossing here at the shaft, and we're going to continue on down the other branch. Oh, look at all the cool stacked rock here. Yeah, it's cool in here too, as in temperature. Well, that's a pretty scabby looking ore. Pretty simple.
How that works?
Yeah. I bet you Lisa did that. Hercules. Yeah, really cool in here. There's some wax paper. They're up, done waiting. Going uphill a little bit. So the level we explored yesterday is above us. And they must have used this oil to put on the corners, as you can see. Still, looks like there's still some oil on there. Just because they probably had ore carts that didn't have independent wheels. So they just slide around the corners a lot more. Because one wheel's got a drag. So they put oil on them. Huh. Oh. Well, lots of stacked rock in here. So obviously they didn't want to haul this material out any further than they did. Alright, there's a wind loss that was going down. That's interesting. Huh. I might get tempted to go down there. Might be kind of neat. That looks like a good ladder, eh? Alright, so Sharon's going to make her way down here next. Look at these little skinny pillars. Look how clean everything is here. Look at that pillar. So that was what the silver ore would look like for sure. But I don't know, I mean, does the waste rock that they piled on the side look any different than that pillar to you? I don't know, not much. undergroundexplorers.com. So this is as far as we got yesterday. We down the internal shaft. So we're going to carry on today. There's a little raise going down. Looks like it gets a little steeper and then it gets a little flatter. But it carries on down there, so we're really kind of curious as to see where this internal shaft will take us. Alright, we're working our way down. I'm just waiting for Sharon to come down from the level we were at yesterday. I think you can see there's a huge stope in here. Seeing a bit of copper, some silver, malachite, stuff like that. And there's a level right down there. You can see the tracks down there. There's a level we can check out there. And then we'll show you this way here. Look at the size of this stope. There, looks pretty neat. A level up there. And the ore, and there's a, looks like a pretty main hole right there. If we can take the ladders further back down, that looks really big in there. We'll take the ladders down rather than scrambling down there. Wait till Sharon shows up and then we'll head down there. There's a big, I can see tracks at the bottom. I don't know if that's the very bottom, but I can see tracks lower. Checking out all these cool pictures, lots of cool pictures you can take in this area. And this attic continues on this way. Looks pretty cool. Look, there's some square set. See, that was all notched out for square set, even though they're not just using it as regular timber, but it was a prefab piece of square set. Want to keep coming down? Wonder how far we're down so far. Quite a ways. Probably, oh, 500-600 feet maybe? Oh, I have not seen this before. That's kind of interesting. It's like the shaft that turned into a drift or something or whatever, I don't know. Eventually it's going to be flat, I think. Must have had a pretty big skip car here because it's a 3-foot. Alright, there's a sump here. And we'll just have a quick look. If there's anything to explore here. Okay, we're at the bottom. I'm at the bottom, but you might as well come down, we'll meet you. There's a bit of a drift here, let's see if it goes anywhere. This vein here. Oh. It's as far as they mined. Backtrack up to the last level, the less substantial level, and I'll explore that. Now they've got about 3 on the way up to explore. Come down to this level. Yeah, there's a level right here. Yeah, I'll wait for you here. This one's more substantial. Alright, Sharon, let's have a look. See if we can find anything interesting here. Quite a few footprints. Okay. Dusty.
Ooh, poofy.
Seems like we're going in a circle.
Oh, the end. Oh,
the end.
No. Well, I don't know. I can't crawl up there, so.
Yeah, looks like just a bunch of skinny. Oh, there's an ore chute there. Oh, actually, something kind of looks kind of cool there. Oh, there's an ore car here.
What?
Yep. Old one too. Sitting on the side. Somebody dug part of it out. Not very often you see ore cars in U.S. mines. Old riveted one. Huh. Wow. So that goes down to some of those stopes. You can see below us on that other level. It's not much further down, so I wouldn't expect to see too much. Huh. See the ore car? Right there.
The edge of it I can see.
A lot of pressure on those stalls there. Look how much they've pushed down. Yeah, man, a lot of ore deposits above us. More. Sharon's gonna want to come along here or not. Don't want to leave her there for too long. She gets lonely. Okay. Huh. Well, let's see. I'm kind of thinking we'd be out of mine here pretty quick. But doesn't seem to be the case. Oh. Where are we going here? Old, couple ore sacks. Some rags. Lots of tins. Oh. Keep thinking it's going to run out here, but it hasn't. Have to start moving a little faster. The bottle gets broken. There we go. We're at the end here now. Alright. A nice chunk of ore here. It's quite heavy. What do you think? It's nice because it's got the red in it, eh? Okay, so we're just going to motor on up to the next cross cut. There's a cool little basket I don't know what it was used for. Maybe they put it on the ore cart or something. Okay, we're on our way up again, and here's the roller to deflect that cable. So the reason we go to the bottom then and work our way, explore the levels on the way up is because then you're not so tired. You're only climbing 100 feet at a time, then you get a break, explore a level, and then go. So there's a lot of miners went down, up and down these ladders over the years, so the wear on the rungs. I remember like half wore through. Yeah, I'm at this level. So I think this would be a cool one to explore. Some more rollers to deflect. Look how it chewed right through. No, that's a hanging wall. Just look how easy it is for the miners. Like I say, it's always, I don't know where the ore ends and where the pay or where the country rock is, but pretty easy to see here. You know, the boss just tells you, oh, chip all this stuff away, leave this stuff. That's it. Same thing here, they cleaved the ore off of here, and there's the country rock. Gotta love that, eh? No, I guess this was worked in 1940. It says Pop Collins, 1940. Well, we'll see how far we can get going this way. This is one of those mines where whoa, I thought it was a snake for a minute. There was some rope, I thought it was a snake. No, there's I was going to say, a pretty cool shaft going down. I guess it's a shaft going down. I ain't going down there either. There's a ladder. That looks kind of cool looking down there. Thought that was a snake. tracks are in nice shape here. Look at all this little gravel in between there. Beautiful little trail. Looks like it's plugged both ways. Mined out here. Maybe plugged going the other way. Mined out going that way and this way, probably plugged. Oh no. It goes up a little ways. Getting a lot warmer up here though. Probably gives you a clue it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. I can feel it getting warmer up there already, so if we know anything, we know that. When you got kind of a cool mine, you go up a raise, it starts getting hot. Not going very far. Right? There's another interesting level here, the Noonday. Oh, it's like a huge stope on here. We're underneath this pretty big area. The shaft is above us and it goes underneath it. So it's all timbered up here. This is 1920 there. 1928. And then as we get down to this part here, you can see a long ways down into the stope. It's a heck of a drop down there. So be a little careful because obviously we're on a false floor here. And we don't want to fall down there. Yeah, kind of a neat little area in here. Right underneath the skip shaft, underneath the internal shaft. A couple sections here, so we're just going to have a look at this. Yeah, it's pretty old Budweiser can. You can see the other type of pop tabs they used to have. There's some graffiti, some old graffiti there. And then there's some pretty good shots looking down where we were on the hanging wall there. 1928, 1920. I'll have a look, see if this goes anywhere. Maybe not. A little crosscut in here. Oh, maybe I'll go to the top of a stope also. Oh yeah. There's another little incline section here. Oh, I see. This is where this other weird part of the shaft goes. We're trying to figure out. I gotta get up there. Seems to kind of peter out in here. Yeah. Not gonna see any more here. I don't think. Yeah, it looks pretty skiddy up there. Alright. I think that's all we got to show you for the Noonday, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. We've got a few other mines around here in this area that we can show you, so join us next week, and I think we got maybe the War Eagle or one other one in this area that we can show you next. So we've been touring around the States here for the last over a month and a half or so, and we're pretty much exploring full time, so we just bring you a new show every week. So, hi everyone, thanks for joining us this week. We have a show every week, so we'll see you next week. Check out our new merch page. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Music is by the Adits.